I'm still experimenting with different FLS Tinker Shells, and today I want to play 4 Portable Hull. All right, welcome back, Vintage Gamers. This is the last weekend before NYSE. This is the Friday night Vintage Challenge. I probably won't be streaming tomorrow, Saturday, because I will be playing Paper Vintage on Sunday. Should be a lot of fun. And yeah, we're just doing more testing. Basically, like I said, for the last month or so, we've been playing FLS decks, Flow State, Lorien Revealed, Stock Up, Big Blue Mana Base decks. And I'm still pretty much at the same kind of spot I was in the middle, where I've determined it's good. It's definitely good. Playing 1 mana instant speed interaction, using off-color Moxen to cycle Lorien Revealed to make sure you hit your land drops, and then capitalizing on those land drops and off-color Moxen with Flow State and Stock Up has been very good. You get to play more forces than normal because you can make up for your forces by drawing 2 cards with Stock Up and Flow State. And the biggest question is like, how is the best? What is the best way to utilize that shell? Like, what are the best cards to put around it? What are the best colors to put around it? And that answer is still kind of up in the air. You can go as deep as 4 and 5 color, like all the best Tinker cards. You can try to play more like 2 color controlling. You can play Thundertrap Trainer, Flame of Nor. You can play whatever you really want. Breach, Vault Key, Tinker, no Tinker, Wasteland. You can even play Wasteland. Stocking up, looking 5 cards deep to find Wasteland is really messed up. It makes me lose my mind because it's less about top decking then, and then more they just like have the ability to go find the Wasteland to completely ruin your day. So this deck is a little bit of a I try to be a little bit of a reprieve from getting Wastelanded. I'm gonna try playing 3 basic islands and a plains on the board. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick some white cards around a Vault Key Mentor Karn base here. One of the things I've been very impressed with versus people playing against me is Tezzeret for Portable Hull. And so this deck should capitalize on that. So hopefully we will get less null rotted on our Time Vault Manifold Key because we will have access to a full 4 Portable Hulls, basic plains, and Tezzerets post board. And I'm hoping that is like a way to like make this Vault Key really strong because people aren't really killing your Vault Key that much. They're kind of just putting null rods in play because you need to put null rods in play to beat Jewel and Raker and those kind of decks. So. Balance has been pretty good in these no Thundertrap Trainer versions, and Mentor actually has been a pretty solid way to win. So we're going to try playing this Flow State Blue-White Tinker deck here with a little bit of a focus on Tezzeret Portable Hull, and we're going to try out some Commandeers on the board. So let's see how it goes in this Vintage Challenge. I am happy to announce the dates for high-stakes, proxy-friendly Vintage in 2026. The legendary NYSE returns to Long Island in New York on June 6th. This $500 entry fee tournament will pay out 8 pieces of unlimited power. The Oklahoma Land Run returns in 2026 on July 10th through 12th at the Reed Convention Center in Oklahoma City. Play Friday Team Trios, Saturday Legacy for a Mox Sapphire, and Sunday Vintage for a Mox Emerald. Event links can be found in the description below. I hope to see you there. Let's battle. All right, welcome to round 1 of a Vintage Challenge. We're up against the very powerful Duke 12. This hand is garbage. We're going to put it back versus a 6-card hand from Lurrus. This hand is better, for sure. Don't know what we're keeping in this hand, though. I'm not really convinced that we want to have this Naked Time Vault. So I'm a little bit more interested in just putting that one away for now and trying to build out. A lot of the games you play here are like trying to set up a 1-card Tinker win, and then the other games are like counter their spells and draw a million cards and then eventually win. Those are the 2 basic ideas of playing these Tinker decks. Nowadays, anyways. This looks like a fetch into my Upkeep Ancestral from the Duke. Seems pretty good. And we'll take a peek. Never mind. We will not take a peek. Certainly a hand that wishes we had a Lurrus. We do not get wastelanded with this hand, so that's kind of nice. Going to likely just jam this stock up now off of Mana Vault because I don't want my stock up to get Spell Pierced. Not that it'll be easy for us to get Spell Pierced with our current mana situation, but... Now, if this gets countered, which it does, yeah, they pitch Spell Pierce. We're just in a whole lot of trouble. I'm going to play this in case the opponent plays Bobble or Lavinia. But basically, we are, this is the kind of the spot where a traditional Tinker deck would have a lot of problems, right? Your opponent Ancestraled, they wastelanded you, they, mental misstepped your probe, they forced your draw spell. Now what do? And the good news is we play stock ups, Lorians, and flow states. So we have a lot more cards than compared to a traditional Tinker deck that can get us back in the game. Will a mental misstep get us back in the game? No. We also, we're still a Tinker deck, so we still have some bricks. Still a magic deck. Here's a Bowmaster. But we did mulligan our non-functional hand into a hand that was a little mana heavy, and then got Ancestraled into counterspelled. Both of our spells got countered on turn 1. So it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna mental misstep this because it doesn't get much better. They already used Ancestral, so they had nice brainstorm and shuffle with Lorien. And we don't have 4 mana yet, so we of course draw spell into the Bowmaster. I think it's probably too soon to fire that one off. Worth noting that misstep does give us an instant to go with our sorcery. So if we draw flow state, we get to do 2 cards. Opponent is paying cost, which means they're probably delving, which means we're probably dead. But, I mean, what are we going to do? They Ancestral and counter all of our spells. The difference between a Frog deck that has an Ancestral and a Frog deck that does not have an Ancestral is pretty substantial. We're gonna have to hit some really stellar cards to try to get out of this game. Not even sure what that would even look like. Pretty low on life. I mean, we at least dodged getting wastelanded in this game by playing 2 basics, so we did save ourselves that pain and suffering. I could have played Ruby to untap my Mana Vault, but I think I need to have the cards in hand to try to make this work. And yeah, I'm willing to wait one more turn. This will mean we probably won't be able to force back, but I think we're just going to die no matter what we choose to do here, really. All right. At least we know we can't get Bowmastered again. And I'm... yeah. All right. I will brainstorm down to 1. Time Walk, Tezzeret, Fetchland. All right, well... none of these cards really let us do anything, but we do technically have an out here of opponent has no counter magic. We search with our Tezzeret and Time Walk into Time Vault. So we can't beat a Spell Pierce, though. I guess I'll play it out. If this does resolve and lets us search, no, they do have the Spell Pierce, and so now we are dead. I mean, we made a chance. We made a game out of it. If we get to search there, we can get a Sensei's Top. I guess Sensei's Top doesn't work because we can't draw into it. But all right, so yeah, I mean that was mostly just getting Ancestral. So we're gonna board in this 4 swords, 3 portable hole, and a basic plains. And then I'm going to board out like all of my forces and mystical. Thanks, chat. I'm going to try that kind of plan. Maybe we board out the brainstorm too. Yeah, with swords, we probably can keep the brainstorm. Maybe we'll just take out pro. Yeah, I mean, Ancestral's a good card. You're gonna win a lot of blue mirrors if you cast Ancestral on turn 1. Yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, Karn may be worse than Probe. That's probably fair. This hand is super sus. Just none of the cards you really want to see, right? When you're playing this deck, it's just you're looking for you're looking for something else. Trying to figure out if I need second Lorien revealed here, because I do need to find Tundras probably. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep the stock up so that we have a draw engine, but I'm gonna go with Saga Lorien revealed and see how we play this game out. My opponent draws more Moxen than me. That seems illegal. And strip mine. Alright. I'm just gonna start with basic island here. Lotus. Yeah, I'm okay with putting our Lotus into a stock up here. Seems like a decent time. Not the strongest like Mana Crypt stock up, but alright, we're getting our stock up negated, pitching Frog. So 2 for 2. Saga of their own. Yeah, that's really bad for us. We don't really have great Saga answers. Kind of wish I had the portable hole, because I could portable hole the jet and keep them off Saga tokens. But I kept the swords. Maybe a poor choice on my part. I'd love to be able to get like a basic planes off this Lorien reveal, but I'm not really worried about getting wastelanded right away because it means they won't have a Saga token. Though I did immediately draw 2 mana spell that I wanted to cast. Don't think I'm allowed to keep a 3 mana spell on top. I also have not used an instant yet for flow state. I probably won't if my opponent plays land and makes constructs. Oh, they don't have a follow-up land. Okay, well, that's really good for us. That is quite good for us. I'm going to play a Time Walk, try to get towards another land, and then I'm going to hold this Brainstorm and see if they have a Bowmaster. No land is like a saving grace here because it's really bad for us if they had a land there. Balance. That is not exactly a great Magic card when our opponent has no lands after the Saga goes away. Maybe we can Brainstorm it away. All right, I'm going to not balance a Brainstorm into the active possible Bowmaster. And I think I'm still going to wait. See what they do. Bobble here is not even bad for us. Oh, Black Lotus. Okay. Does this mean they're just going to go Lurrus Lotus? Okay. Okay. Sword your Lurrus. I'm okay with this getting countered because we have the balance follow-up, so this is kind of me prodding and poking and seeing what we can get. Oh, okay, just Lurrus is gone, so they just get a spell out of my hand. In that case, I think we'll just wait. Time Vault. Down to play that. This does like create a window where I can't resolve Brainstorm into Bowmaster, but I'm not really interested in balancing and losing a land is the problem. I am interested in like taking a land from the opponent and taking a frog from the opponent though. That would be pretty nice. Flow state, instant sorcery seems good. We are going to be pretty far behind in cards this game. And they hit no land again. 7 cards in hand and no land. I'm not really interested in untapping my Time Vault here. Swords. Yeah, if my opponent wants to play a Bowmaster here, I feel like that's fine. So I'm going to brainstorm now. No lands for us either. If we get wastelanded here, we are going to lose this game. We really need to be able to resolve these flow states as well. Do we attack this Black Lotus with a portable? Might have to. No lands in this game for either player. I think I'm just going to attack their mana source here. Their big mana source, not their jet. We're kind of in trouble because opponent always almost assuredly has force. Null Rod. That's fine. That's like super good for us. Turns off one of their lands. As long as we don't get wastelanded. Yeah, because we're untapping here with flow state. Yeah, this is kind of looking exactly like how I wanted it to. Now they have to like negate this flow state, right? They can't really let this resolve. Yeah. Negate pitching consign. So now our opponent is countering our 2-mana draw spell. And as long as we don't get wastelanded, we cover Spell Pierce as well with this mental misstep. So if I can get to a basic plains, maybe another basic island. I'm getting my flow state forced now, pitching Mindbreak Trap. So my opponent has forced 2 flow states, if that has any indication, chat, on how good flow state is. They still haven't played another land, so this balance has looked not great. Monastery Mentor. Fucking hell. I can't play that. I can't balance away my land is the problem. I also still have a bunch of boxing to draw too, and I use my portable hole early. It's kind of a weird game. Neither side is really doing anything. Opponent's just saying no over and over again. Key. All right, well, it's certainly threatening. I have 4 portable holes in my deck, so... Consign on my key. So it's hard to get a key back in this deck because there's no Yogg-Will. But is that a problem? I think I kind of like the idea of this continuing to be a persistent threat throughout the whole game. Oh, they found a land. If they play a frog here and they are out of forces, it'd be really good to balance. It's like not Soul Ring. Okay. We're going to probably have to bait a force out with balance. There's a Bowmaster. Not the biggest threat, but at least some creatures on board for my balance. I swear to God, though, like if we get wastelanded, we lose this game. So I really hope we don't get wastelanded before I find like a fetch. DT, that's going to be a wasteland. That's super unfortunate. No, it wasn't. I thought they'd for sure go for Strip Mine here on basic or wasteland. Kind of surprised they didn't. No, they did. They did. All right, I think I'm kind of forced into swordsing this, even though I don't really want to, because there's just no guarantee I find more mana. So even my deck with 4 basics is still getting wastelanded to death. I love Wasteland. Great magic card. Frog now. All right, I mean, this is my time to rip a freaking Flooded Strand. Very frustrating. Thanks for the raid, Wheeler. Welcome, everybody. How about a fetch land? At some point, it'd be nice. All right, I guess we lose. It's pretty unfortunate. I have 4 Lorien reveal. I guess I only have 2 Lorien reveals left, but I do have a lot of cards that get lands in this deck. Unfortunately, by the time I hit a land now, my opponent will have counter magic again, even though they've forced me 3 times this game. Yeah, all right. Well, I mean, I wasn't allowed to Lorien revealed for a basic plains, or I would have. But to be fair, that would not have helped me very much because my opponent had Demonic Tutor for Wasteland available, or for Strip Mine available, so. All right, well, now I don't even have access to balance, so the game just ends. I don't know what to say. We tried. My opponent just pitched Time Twister, Lorien revealed. Spell Pierce. Guess they're not respecting... Either they have another counterspell or they're not respecting Tolarian Academy. Though I guess Tolarian Academy doesn't really do much anyways, so... So, in this game, I kept a 1-land hand and never drew another land throughout the course of the entire game, going 25 cards deep. That's not exactly what you want to see. Wow. I was so screwed. I was, like, not that worried once we put 2 flow states on the stack, but then they forced both flow states, and they eventually found the wasteland, and we lost. Even when you go to, like, super extremes of playing 3 basic islands, basic plains, 4 Lorien reveals, you still just lose to Wasteland. That's magic. All right, here we go, round 2. I think we're up against blue-white Lurrus Control is the likely culprit here. This hand is turn 1 Ancestral with Black Lotus. Ancestral, I say. We could, of course, brainstorm and use Lorien revealed, but I think it doesn't make a lot of sense. Just draw 3. Probably force back if they force, just because we don't really have anything crazy going on. Force of negation. Force of will. They have double force. Double force. They had 3 forces, actually. All right, well, the good news is... So should I hold this Tundra so I don't get wastelanded? I think I'm supposed to hold this Tundra because if I get wastelanded, I can't cast any spells. Cameo. Okay. I have stock ups and stuff to draw to. Portable hole. I guess so. No Tameo. Now what? Fetch land. Prismatic ending my portable hole. All right. Tameo is unlocked. And Soul Ring. That's pretty good with Tameo. There's a flow state, not turned on though, but I have to cast it. Next one is stock up is good. I mean, we both spent what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards on turn 1. Meticulous Archive. They get to look before they use their clue if they want to use their clue. They go to buy Lurrus though. If they want to hold 2 clues to flip Tameo to get another force back, it'd be pretty strong. It wasn't, yeah, flow state was not turned on because one of my opponent's cards was negation and two were force of will. I am unlucky. Thanks, not me. I appreciate that. They milled and then they bought Lurrus. So they're going to save 2 clues to flip Tamio to try to get back a force. So we do have this one turn here to stonks. And hopefully that gets us to a place of something good. Jeez, these are not what I want. I already used my one removal spell, so like the Tamio is, that thing's happening. That thing is happening. They're gonna draw a million cards. I'm just like so far from doing anything. We just haven't seen like tinkers and stuff this whole tournament yet. I'm just gonna take another stock up and another land so that we can't get wastelanded here. I think I'll take a second stock up. I just don't know that it's gonna matter. I think if my opponent gets to find cards, I'm probably just dead. We are kind of getting bullied by control here. I have some ideas to fix that, but didn't include them in this deck list. So what did my opponent do? They have a Caracas. They flip the Tamio. Oh, they cast Lorien Revealed to flip the Tamio. That seems bad for me. The good news is this Vexing Bauble does cover me for this turn. Which means we at least get to resolve one more stock up here. That's a whole lot of mana. I guess I'll take a land and a flow state. We need to find a card that does something, though. That's... So my opponent can buy back a force here and just hardcast it through Bobble. We are super far behind. The prismatic ending on our portable hole was quite the last card to have. Tamio, buyback force. I assume they just passed then. Guess I could maybe play one thing. Prismatic ending number 2 on my bauble. All right. Two prismatic endings, huh? I guess I did play 2 prismatic endings in my original version of this deck, right? One Shitong. Draw 1. Oh, because they want to not die with a force. Minus buyback of force is pretty strong, yeah? All right, I'm going to start with a flow state, which is turned on. We'll see if they force it. No. Now I have a Flusterstorm and a Tezzeret. Okay. I think I'm just looking to stock up here, though, because they are kind of interested in forcing my stock up, I would think. So it'd be like really... Oh, they're not interested. I was going to say, that's going to be really good Flusterstorm value. Okay. I like this balanced Mentor idea. Wish we had another blue card, though. All right, well... Balance against a Planeswalker is not ideal, but... certainly a must counter from this spot. Not if you're dead. Not if you're dead. There's a lot of mana on my opponent's side. Because we're attacking their mana in their hand. The Mox makes it a lot worse. But they're also like looking to play Lurrus, so... Is this a Lorien reveal? Should I fluster this, or should I just balance these cards away? Yeah, I mean, if they crack us back their Wanshi Tongue, they're just discarding another card, so... I don't feel like this Flusterstorm gets that much better waiting, so... I guess it just makes my balance worse, though. My balance could be a lot better if I just let this happen. I don't have to balance either. Could just go for Mentor. But they probably have a bunch of, like, dead swords in their hand, so maybe... Maybe not. Just want to see a blue card here. Fetch. So as of right now, I'm killing a land and losing a card and killing Wanshi Tong, or taking 2 cards and a land. This Tezzeret doesn't fucking do anything. It's a top, actually. It's pretty good for my mentor. Problem is I can't resolve it. Maybe I just should have held that Flusterstorm, so I let them draw cards, and then I can try to resolve balance with Flusterstorm. I think I can't resolve anything, though, because I don't have a blue card. Maybe I just shouldn't have taken balance, then. I should just take another blue card. I think I'm just going to play a Tezzeret and see what happens. Okay. I'm going to play a land and a balance and go for cards in hand. I mean, they have a force and 2 unknowns. I guess if I do it right now, it's just a land. And a Wanshi Tong. And if I don't do it, then okay, I think this is fine. Let's cast balance. The problem is my opponent could just lose this Tameo to get another force and then Lurrus it back. I feel like the longer this game goes, the worse it is. So they did force this. Shit. Well, now I can't cast my Mentor. I guess I can. I can use my Tezzeret to cast my Mentor. Problem is, like, surely they'll have a swords at some point here. I guess they can even just buy back the prismatic ending on my Mentor. So this just has to be Sensei's top. Oh, for fuck's sake. Should have done that first. I forgot about it. Oh, that was bad. I totally forgot about the other text of Wanshi Tong. It's like only has text against my deck. I can't even fetch up the portable hole because I already used the portable hole. I think I'm just dead. I think I'm just like super dead. I don't think I have a chance here. What a brutal game. Oh, come on, man. If I thought I had a chance before, I certainly don't feel like I have a chance now. It just doesn't matter. Well, I wish I had held my balance, chat. I'll tell you that much. I balanced before my opponent drew 10 cards in one turn. Ay, ay, ay. This game has been so bad for me. It's been so bad for me. Lurrus back the Tameo. I should probably have a Snapcaster in my deck, huh? Bro, I don't even think Mentor wins on this board. Even if it resolved and everything worked out great. Wow, okay. I'm dead. I think I should. Ooh. I think I should probably stop playing the game. I did put the mocks underneath, right? So if my opponent didn't have a swords before, they certainly do after they drew 10 last turn. Yeah, they can just flip the Tameo and buy back Prismatic Ending even if they didn't. Yay! Yeah, that seems pretty good. All right. I'm out of here, chat. This is not worth it. This is not worth it. So I don't actually think that these cards are very good for this matchup. Can play some P holes, but if my portable holes are getting prismatic ending, I don't even know that that's a great thing anyways. I didn't actually get wastelanded at all. I don't know if my opponent just doesn't have them or just didn't draw them. But I don't really want negations anyways, so... And I kind of think they're going to bring in Stony Silence if they're playing my blue-white list or close to my blue-white list. Though they might not, because they're on Tameos. You never know. You never know. Just play 3 portables. Just give that a shot. We are not having a good time. On the play. See if I can try to resolve some spells this time. I did resolve a bunch of draw spells near the end of that game, or in the middle of that game. It's just I never had a mana advantage. My opponent had Soul Ring and Mox, and we didn't. I mean, we had 2 Mox in, but like, just weren't able to get anything going. I don't think this is very good. This is better. Disciplined Mulligan. Disciplined Mulligan. I'm just gonna get rid of this card. No, that's not the card. I meant to play the fetch land so I could get a basic island, but this is fine. It's fine. It's not a problem. All right, play around negation. Go there, upkeep. Draw 3 cards. Got 3 cards. Balance, not a great card after we drew 3 cards, but we got options. All right. I'm gonna definitely wait on all this stuff. Let's get a Vexing Bauble in play. Spell Pierce, maybe? Consign. I'll just counter this. Hopefully it puts my opponent in a little bit of a pinch. And we kind of want to go down cards for this balance anyways. It's not clear my opponent has any Wastelands in their deck yet. Oh my god, they can have Wan Tong. I should have fetched. Ah, this stupid bird. They're gonna like force. I guess they can't force this. I have a bobble. Maybe that's not a good play. I will take a stock up and a portable hole, I guess. Take another Flusterstorm. Take another Flusterstorm. Alright, I should definitely have fetched a basic island on my last turn. Before my opponent played a second land. That was a mistake on my part. Hopefully they just play the Wan Tong now. Okay, I'm gonna fetch this now. I don't have actually a lot of experience playing as Wan Tong. That was like played for a little bit, and then everyone kind of cut it. It's a good card though. Tundra from the opponent. All right, we got a lot of options here. Opponent has 6 cards. We drew a portable. Let's get a Mana Vault in play. And then I'll definitely cast another stock up. If my opponent wants to hard cast a negation, we'll trade 1 for 1. I think Wan Tong's good enough. It's just kind of the format wasn't in the right spot where there's actually a lot of decks that don't search anymore. Like during the Tinker era, there's a lot of decks that searched, but flow state's great here. I definitely like the idea of another land as well. Yeah, I'll do that. And then I'll flow state. Got instants and sorceries in my yard. There's the Tinker. Okay. Let's take a Tinker and a stock up. I mean, this is the deck working really well. We've been able to really draw a bunch of cards, establish a really firm mana position. We should have the ability to resolve a Tinker. This is the Wan Tong? Sure. So they did have the Wan Tong, but they had to go Lorien Revealing. So I don't think we are at tinkering yet. I definitely like starting off here with a stock up. I just tapped the wrong lands. I think I'm starting to think they don't actually have wastelands, so it's actually not. It's actually fine, these lands that I'm tapping, but if they don't actually have wasteland in their deck, we'll take the plains out post board game 3. Okay. Opponent is going for negation. We have no ability to tinker after this, so I'll just use my Flusterstorm here, cash in, resolve my stock up, find another mana, find another, maybe another Flusters. Actually, I think this is all of our Flusterstorms. We'll portable hold the Wan Tong. Ooh, a Saga. And a key. Yeah, those are interesting here. I like that a lot. So I'll portable hold this Wan Tong. And we'll get a Saga in play. And the Saga's going to be... this key will be a lot more mana as well, so we can kind of play around Spell Pierce as well. Or we can just go straight for Time Vault, which is like what we're going to do now. We don't even have to get rid of the bauble after. So as long as my opponent... I mean, my opponent could have a Stony Silence here, but if they have a Stony Silence, they probably just straight up lose to Saga. They also can just get portable hold. Like, oh, I guess we would have to crack our bauble to do that, because if we're Stony Silenced, or we have to sacrifice our bauble to do that, because we wouldn't be able to sack our bauble if we got Stony Silenced. Maybe I should have kept another portable hole at some point in this endeavor here. Another Wan Tong. Okay, so I just need my 1 Flusterstorm to be good enough. I feel like that should be fine, right? They draw 1 extra card. They can only have one counter spell. Okay, I mean, we're just gonna do it then. Vexing Bobble's a hell of a card. I could sack Hole and it kills them off or whatever. It just doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Like, it's just deterministic already, so. It is deterministic, right? I'm not missing anything? Okay. Okay. Do we want to change anything? I think it's unlikely my opponent has a Wasteland. I mean, giving them a card again doesn't matter. So I think I'm gonna take out this Plains, and maybe I'll play another Portable Hole. I don't know. Like, what else am I putting in? I definitely don't want to play Commandeers, so. I assume they have Stonies, but I don't know either, so. I mean, I can go probably look. Like, they've been playing this deck for a while now. Biggie's the bird. 3 Tameo, a Dress Down. No, they have 4 Wastelands in their deck. God damn it. Alright, I should have taken out this. And they have Stonies and Serenities in their board. Okay. Well, if we lose this game because I don't have access to a Plains, it's on me, chat. It's on me. Like this. I don't like... I guess it's fine. Because I have a Lorien, so I can get another Tundra. So this balance is for 3 cards. It's quite good, but I feel like it just gets Spell Pierced, right? I feel like we can wait. Gotta be very careful of Wan Shitong with this Lorien reveal, though. Is this gonna be a Serenity or something? Stony Silence. Okay. Low state Lorien Mox. So unfortunately, there's no guarantee anything is going to resolve. I could go Talarian, Mox, Balance, 3 cards. Just take this. I don't have a instant at the moment. So I don't have like that many instants in my deck. If I don't have a force. I think I'm just gonna draw the flow state and then get rid of the top. So the balance plan's out the window. So I think I'm just going to go with get a fresh card here. And okay, got a 4. I guess that makes my balance worse. I don't know. This balance has not really been what I wanted. I think I'm actually just supposed to get a Meticulous Archive here before I get Wan Shi-Tonged. I'm definitely interested in that. Got a force out of their hand, so that's good. So I'm 1 mana short of being able to go balance into Tinker. I just can't cast this here, though. That's the problem. I think I'm just supposed to cast this flow state, even if it's not very good right now. Just keep progressing towards something that is going to put a spell on the stack that can resolve. It has to be the flusters. Like, maybe this deck just needs to have more flusters. I mean, it's not really like... There are not actually that many decks like my opponent's deck is the thing. Mentor. Tezzeret can get a Vexing Bauble. Might be better. Oh, I guess it's pretty bad against Wan Shi-Tong. Mindbreak Trap. Interesting. I feel like if they had a 4th land, they'd keep Mindbreak Trap. They had a 4th land, or they top decked it. There's the Flusterstorm that I was looking for. Okay. I want to pressure my opponent. I'm like super bad against Wan Shi-Tong here. That card is really good against my deck, huh? Mana Drain on Tezzeret. That's fine. So they can buy and play Lurrus if they want. Gives us something to balance. Also just gives us a pretty clean avenue to Flusterstorm. So my opponent will have to have 2 pieces of counter magic somehow. So I think that just works out great for us. Force, pitching. Lorien revealed. This Fluster was a freaking sick draw. It was such a good draw. Fluster has been so strong. All right, so we have an active Lurrus. 1 card for the opponent. I have an active Citadel. Mentor's a good card to have off a Citadel. Hope it doesn't get trapped. I'm not waiting, though. Okay, stock up. Guess we are not balancing. They have swords as their last card? I have a Mentor. They probably didn't keep swords in. So I have a mental misstep, I should say. I think I'll take Flusterstorm and I'll take Lotus. How low am I allowed to go here? Probably pretty low. Low state. I have a land drop to give as well, right? Pretty sure I do. I'll definitely take a force and a fetch. Brainstorm. Tinker's Tinker. Ooh, portable hole. I have a land drop to give, we said, right? So I can go Tezzeret and Flooded Strand and then play Portable Hole. Man, just like the good old days. Mentor Tinker Citadel. Time to free up my Mox mana. We can get a Sensei's top, but I'm at 6 life already. I guess I'll just do a draw 3 using my Lorien revealed. Because I do want this force. Another... Hey, that Time Walk. That's a good one. That wins the game. Let's cast Time Walk. I can probably double Citadel activate. I'll probably, like, sack 10 monks. Untap, sack 10 monks. Well, this was nice. I'm glad we did this. Oh, wow. Okay, well, we're back. All right, round 3. Vintage challenge up against not a frog gamer. Oh, okay, I see you. We've got this hand stinks. This hand is fresh garbage. Nothing going for it. Not happening. Not again. If I was against Lurrus, I might keep this hand, to be honest. But if no Lurrus reveal, I'm looking for something a little bit better. That doesn't count that much towards better, but hopefully my opponent's not on like a Bazaar deck, and this hand's pretty good against the non-Lurrus, non-Bazaar decks. So I think it's a little too greedy to not hold open Flusterstorm on turn 1. Now, if my opponent ends up on Sphere or Jewel, then not as good, but I am being punished. And now I wish I would go on Archive and tried to mill a sorcery. It's fine. That's I think this is technically acceptable. Is this technically acceptable? I feel like it is. Maybe it's not. Well, that depends on what kind of ancient tomb we're talking about here. Oh, it's initiative. They just drew this Chromox because they didn't play it last turn. But if they have a cavern, they're kind of fucking me anyways, right? So I feel like we just let this happen. Like, if they have a cavern, like, they don't need a Chromox to kick my ass. Okay, my bad. Well, I wish I hadn't kept the freaking, oh, they're not even using it. Yeah, okay. I mean, I wish I hadn't kept the Saga on the top of my library, I can tell you that much, but... Well, the clock is on. Definitely gonna try to search for a Time Vault here. Mystical is... kind of Tinker. Do I have enough time? I take 5 and go to 14, and then I take 10 or 11 and go to 3. So I think it's short on tinkering into anything worthwhile. Because I do need to hit another artifact. So, but it is Ancestral. Is Ancestral better than Sensei's top? I guess, yeah, probably is. We kind of have to hope my opponent doesn't have another human here. So yeah, if I had countered Chromox, they would have just played White Plume, so Didn't really change too much. And now technically I have a way to stop like a actual hate piece. 13 plus 11. So we're not dead no matter what, unless we force, then there's a chance. Now we're dead. Saga token is never taking the initiative here in any meaningful way that helps me. So I can block one of these things to live for a turn. And then if I hit a time vault, I can win. It's probably better than YOLOing an Ancestral. Though if I YOLO an Ancestral, all I need to do is a land to get there. So I also need to hit an artifact to time. Yeah, I think I'll just try YOLO and Ancestral and see if we can get like a... Oh, I have a balance in my deck. I don't think that's good here, though. I forgot I had a balance in my deck. I just don't think... Well, the problem is if I balance and then make a token, it's still not stealing the initiative and they're just Throne of the Deading me, right? If I had mana to balance and make a token and attack, then I think balance would be actually quite good here. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Ancestral and try to draw into mana to make a blocker and then try to hit Vault Key. That's my plan. Somehow, I think those are the 3 worst possible Magic the Gathering cards we could have hit here. I think these are the worst 3 cards we could have hit here. I think they're the worst. I think they actually... I'm not sure there are 3 worse cards. It's so impressive. That's crazy work. Oh god. All right. I'm gonna bring in these like 9 or 10 cards here. It's probably too many portable holes, but maybe I'll leave a portable hole in the board or something. Try this. No, 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 no. What do we got? Tinker, No Moxen, Time Walk, Academy. I mean, this seems fine. FLS is Flow State, Lorien Revealed, Stock Up. That's how I've been abbreviating it. I mean, like, we have to start somewhere, yeah? we have to start with something. think I have to let the Chromox go. I feel like forcing a 7-card Chromox is probably not ideal. Does mean this is worse. Maybe I should have played Tundra, so if I get Archon... I think I have to, like, just let the Cavern go. If I get Cavern, I get Cavern. Wait. They kept Chromox Jet go? Let's see. I love Mono White Initiative. I do need help here. Yeah. Seems fine. Playing around trap? Maybe. I mean, they could be. Resolves. You got it, friend. You got it. Yo. I can't tinker for anything. I don't actually have a tinker target here, but... Oh, look at that. Time Vault Portable. Bro, I love Mono White Initiative, man. What a deck. What a deck. Oh, God. Should we try to commandeer their mana crypt? Is that what we're at in life? I don't think we have blue cards for that. Maybe I should keep a dude I can tinker for. Doesn't seem that bad. It's a blue card. I feel like it's better than playing 4 portable holes, so. Just so we have options, you know? I don't think my deck is like that weak to Null Rod. That it's a problem, you know? Okay, it's an interesting hand. Can we play a longer game? We really don't want to see a Chancellor from the opponent here. Chancellor would be a problem for sure. No running. So it depends. It depends, Stork. It depends. If it hurts your opponent more than it hurts you, you can do it. Yes and no. No, Chancellor. No, it's a Chancellor. No, it's a Chancellor. Maybe they have a Void Mirror hand. Please have a Void Mirror hand. Please be a very weak Void Mirror hand. This looks bad. This looks really bad. No. Or maybe we'll have a Mox Pearl. Maybe we'll draw a Mox Pearl. I mean, any Mox that we can throw away might be... Oh, it's a Void Mirror hand. It's a Void Mirror hand. No, it's a Clarion Conqueror. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It resolves. It resolves. It resolves. It resolves, man. I need some more alcohol, chat. I need some more alcohol, I think. I can get another Tundra. I don't have any artifacts. I'm kind of overdrawing with this Ancestral, though, aren't I? Isn't that kind of bad? It's fine. Oh. Yeah. Those are good ones. Oh, say no more. I'll go Monastery Mentor. How about that? I'll go Monastery Mentor. I won't even keep this Meticulous Archive. Wait. Yeah. I love a good Clarion Conqueror. Um, we'll brainstorm. Could be fun. Um, discarded the swords. I'm gonna wait to. I'm gonna make a token. It's gonna be a lot better. Probably just win the game on the next turn. I love mono white, man. Such a deck. Such a deck. I'm gonna just not even make another construct. Oh, time walk. No, come back. Come back. Yeah, you got to turn one on cavern protected conqueror, and I had no artifacts and played lands every turn and won. Oh man, mono white. All right, chat. 2-1, round 4 of the vintage challenge. I have my companion Bolus Citadel in my hand with my 2 3-drops and my balance. God bless. Now I have my Karn and no lands. Probably still a keeper, though. The Sensei Stop will get us there. Never mind. Never mind. We are dead. Dredge, Dredge, Dredge. Oh, never mind. The negation did something. Oh, that's good. Can't complain about that. Never mind. We're still dead. I'm just seeing. Okay, they are a dredge. I'm gonna concede. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede. Let's not show them anything else here. Chalice, 7-card dredge keep with force backup and dredgers and hollow one. Not bad. All right, so I have 3 pieces of dredge hate as well as a sphinx. And then do I actively want to have an answer to to that thing? I don't think so. Do I want to have negations? I don't think so. Is that what I want to cut? I mean, I can cut more cards. I just don't really have a lot of good cards to bring in. I could bring in swords, I guess, but do we care? Probably doesn't hurt to have. I mean, we have a bounce. And this mental misstep is not doing anything, so we can just do that. That was not pretty, but that happens. That was going to be a tough game to win no matter what if we are facing a Chalice plus force backed up dredge keep. Hmm. Trying to figure out what we're on. Hope YouTube got to skip through that one. I don't really have anything to talk about. I'm bringing the good cards in. I'm taking the bad cards out. And then we try to play against Dredge, and then we get killed in turn 1. Oh, no. That is no good. No good. That is no good. If I had a Mox, I might keep it. But as it stands, no good. Bro, just let me play the game, please. Companion, Citadel, no blue source. I didn't even cut an island. Is this ever going to win? My opponent mulled to 5 as well. Should we go to 4? This hand's just not good. This hand doesn't actually do anything. I guess I can just cast Lorien Revealeds. So I could just put Mentor back, put Island back, play Tundra Manival, and then I always can cast a Lorien Revealed. Maybe that's fine. All right, my opponent rolled a 4. I don't think we can beat a 4-card Dredge hand, but maybe we get lucky. My opponent rolled in a 3. Couple more? Surely we can get a couple more, yeah? Surely it's allowed. If we had to mulligan twice, my opponent should have to mulligan at least 5 times. All right, mulligan to 3 from the opponent. They're probably still favored from this spot, but... All right, Bazaar. Up to 5, down to 2. Oh, no Bazaar. So they probably have a piece of interaction then? So that means our Lorien Reveal is getting countered? I mean, I'm not allowed to not cast it, right? I have to cast it. There's simply no way I'm allowed to not cast it. But it does mean we're definitely getting countered. Force Pitch, Mindbreak Trap. Even when my opponent mulligans to 3, they still have a force into a Golgari Grave Troll. No. No. Bad. Narcomoeba, Icarid, Ghoul, Chill. Who made the London Mole, and why is it in my format? Well, we died. I mean, we could rip. Nah, we're just super dead. I think we're just super dead. It's just not even close. My opponent mulled to 3, forced my spell on my mull to 5, and then I died immediately. I don't think that's good enough. They have a Golgari Grave Troll in their hand, and we kind of have to hit this Icarid. I mean, what if I Meticulous Archive into a Tinker? I think I just have to crack this right now. It's not good for me, but... I feel like it's worse for me if they are attacking for 3. They hit another Icarid and a Prized Amalgam. And I go to 9. Do I even win if I rip Tinker? Like, is Sphinx doing it? From this spot? It might. Low state, I have no instant. I'm going to 3, 5, 1. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, okay, cool. I can win the mana crypt flip and pay for the mana vaults, theoretically, I guess. I needed a Leyline of the Void hand. I know I don't have any Leylines in this version, but I needed a Leyline of the Void hand to win this game. Or just a Tinker on turn 1. Maybe I could have mulliganed to 4. I mean, they had Force in hand though, so I guess that wouldn't have worked anyways. Oh, they hit a chill and I'm dead. All right, I had fun, I guess. I didn't actually have fun. That's a lie. All right, I was dead anyways. Oh boy. Yay. 12-minute Dredge 2-0. Yay. Okay, here we go. Round 5 of 6. I am on the play. All right, cool. I can hit yes this time. I have Mystical Tutor, Black Lotus, Lorien Revealed, Portable Hole. What a weird hand. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just go to town, right? Like, Black Lotus, Lorien Revealed for a basic island, Mystical for an Ancestral, Flow State, and then cast Ancestral. Right? Like, seems fine. It's not like it's not the highest value line in the world, but I feel like it puts us in a place that I'm not unhappy about. Should I get a Force instead of an Ancestral? Might be better, right? Unless they're on Dredge. Let's go with a Force instead of an Ancestral. That way, I get 2 cards here. I pick up a Force. I did not pick up another, like, way to move forward in this game, though. I think I want to leave the land behind. So, like, if I do have to force something, I didn't pick up another draw. But, like, if I picked up Ancestral, I wouldn't have had the ability to cast it right away. Basic Island. Does that make me more or less happy? Soul Ring. I think I just want to portable hole this Soul Ring. It feels like a solid play that lets us not die. Okay, we'll go second main just in case there's something. Lady Lorien revealed, yeah. That way we less chance. Then we'll play this Manifold Key. And we're still kind of in a bad spot because we haven't drawn another blue card for our Force yet, and we just want to use this Flow State. Okay. We did take away our Soul Ring, though, so we evened it out a little bit on terms of mana velocity. Underground Sea. Flow state, but just anticipate. Okay. This could be Beseech. Could be Beseech. Okay. I'd like to see a blue card or a Time Vault. Okay. Blue card is great. I mean, this is even better than flow stating for sure. Definitely just casting stock up. If this gets forced, am I forcing back is a hard question. I think the answer is yes, because we are on the aggressive side here. Interesting. Okay. I'll take second force and Flusterstorm. I think Flusterstorm looks really strong in this spot. And this lets us do like a flow state and then have Flusterstorm up if we don't have to force here. Blue. Lorien. Perfect. Means we don't have to force. And they still don't have flow state active because they haven't used it. Okay, Esper. So Esper Tinker, very likely. So kind of a mirror. Blobble. I'm going to go with flow state. If this gets flustered, I can't fluster back. Oh, I did not. Saga, Tezzeret, Soul Ring. Wow. So I could go Soul Ring, Tezzeret, because I have a Manifold Key. Or I can go Saga, Soul Ring, Bauble. Yeah, I mean, this got to be better. It's getting mental missteps. I can't play the Bauble after the Soul Ring if the Soul Ring gets misstep because I don't want to drop force protection. Okay. How do you feel about a Bauble? You haven't cast any forces yet. This is a good opportunity for you to force. Oh, they have the mental misstep. I see. I think that's fine. I'll pass. I have Force, Active Saga, Flusterstorm against Esper Tinker, and they have 5 cards in hand and no fast mana, so I can hit stock up with a Flusterstorm. I feel like it's a great... Oh, it's a Mentor. Mentor versus Saga tokens with Manifold Key. Wow. Wow. I don't want to force this. Could they have been holding Moxen where this is a threat? I feel like I don't have to force this. I think I don't have to force this. That's my gut instinct. My gut instinct is I don't have to force this Mentor. I don't know. Let me know, chat. What do you think? Let me know in YouTube comments as well. Do you think this Mentor has to be forced? I'm so smart. Now I have Force Flusterstorm back up for a kill. 1 card left in my opponent's hand. Force, bitch, force. Oh, that feels good. That feels real good. That was nice. Okay, Esper Tinker. We don't have actually many cards here. We could try Commandeer. We haven't really had a good Commandeer matchup yet. I don't really like Portable Hole in general. I feel like we could take out Island and maybe... I feel like having access to balance is kind of nice. I do want to try Commandeer. So... I'm willing to give it a go. I have a bunch of ideas on how to break blue mirrors, how to how to beat Chul and Raker as a blue deck. I don't really like the Commandeer angle, but some people have told me to try it, so we're gonna try it. That is a hand. I mean, I can't put that back. Wish I had a Commandeer. It's just a force. Don't live any of me. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. I'm dead. Yeah, my bad, bro. I had to keep it. I don't think you're allowed to mulligan this hand. I think you just accept that sometimes you get Vexing Bobbled here and you die. Stock up. Tinker. I'm retinkering a Citadel with a Bobble. Okay, well, that's good for me. Maybe they'll crack the Bobble. It was uncounterable. But now they have to crack the Bobble to go off, and they could brick, and we have chances, so... Or they could just play with a future sight, or like knowing their top card, and... Time walk, but no crack of Bobble? Wild. A weird game. Like, I like the Tinker play from the opponent. I think that's totally fine. I'm just interested to see how they play it out. Yeah, they're just going to play it out slow without cracking the ball. I mean, you can end step crack a bobble, maybe. I cannot find nothing. I want to keep this force, though, so that if they... Oh, they're just not going to crack the bobble at all. Okay. I mean, they can play lands off the top with Citadel. Yeah, they're just not... They're not willing. I have not hit... I don't think I cut a land. No lands off the top for the opponent yet. They're just slowing the game down. Now what? I guess a flow state. I wonder if they're waiting for a max hand size or some kind of protection or... I could use a land. Should I... Are they gonna skip a turn? No, no skipping turns. Neither of us have had a land. Are they just gonna key? Oh, the bobble's cracked. Chat, the bobble has been cracked. I don't know that I'm living with one force here, but the game is live. I kind of can't imagine a world where we can win, but you know, pour some more alcohol and live with the consequences. Yeah, I think they can skip a turn, actually. I think it's totally fine to skip a turn. Put one in the bank and then crack bobble and you have 2 turns to win. I agree. I actually think that was totally a reasonable spot to skip a turn. I mean, I think they still are probably winning this game. I assume they're just playing a Vault Key with force backup at this point, so... I'm never mulliganing Black Lotus Mana Crypt Tinker, so it's fine. I'll take the L. I'll lose. It's not a big deal. Okay. The percentages are worth it. Maybe we do want one portable hole to hit a bobble. I don't really know that I do. That. I don't think so. All right, on the play. I've got a bobble. Keep. Yep. I wonder if I'm supposed to Tezzeret before bobble here. Draw out a force. Because I do want to find like mana off the Tezzeret, right? But I can just make the Tezzeret resolve and then find Soul Ring. It's probably better. But I mean, it's better for me if bobble resolves, right? What would I go? I would go Mana Crypt. I feel like it's better if bobble resolves, so I'd rather bait with Tezzeret. Oh, Tezzeret just resolves. Do I flow state looking for force backup on my bobble? Because I can cast Lorien next turn? I guess the answer is yes. And then it's not a huge deal. Like if I resolve a bobble, I resolve a bobble. If not, then what's the backup plan? I guess. What's my backup plan though? Like if I force and resolve a bobble. Oh, then I guess I can tutor with Tez for a top. That's probably correct. Soul Ring to draw Misstep? Maybe. I don't know. It's not straightforward, but maybe. All right, so now I have a bobble on turn 1. My opponent can have like land Fluster or land Ancestral here. They're both pretty good. Or they can play land Soul Ring. That's something that can happen too. Yeah, maybe Soul Ring, maybe. Or they have a portable hole. Ah. All right, they were unafraid because they have the portable hole. Ah, I mean, maybe they know something I don't know. It's fine though. Our first options were all pretty good here, so Commandeer. So a mana source lets us Lorien revealed. A Mox lets us tutor with Tezzeret. 3 cards left in my opponent's hand. I guess I mean I can Lorien revealed as a I can Lorien reveal as it is because I do have Tez untap. I'll start with Ancestral Recall, target myself. This gets negated, I think it's fine. So I do have Flow State online, but I'm definitely casting Stock Up. There's a Time Walk. And a Karn. That should game winning. And then I will untap this. And Lorien revealed. Maybe I do want Karn in this deck. I've been going back and forth if Karn is actually good in this deck. I've been going back and forth on it. It's really hard to cast Karn. It's so hard to cast Karn, you know? I have double force back up here with hard cast negation, so that should just be game winning. Yeah, but like, is turn 2 Karn good? Like, it's good here, but is it good in general? I don't know. I'm gonna go just get a Sphinx to get an extra blue card. And then I'm going to cast a flow state. I don't think you're never turn 1 Carning. Like, you play Black Lotus. Like, you're going to be turn 1 Carning. It's just... Saga Gaming, not bad. It's a good way to combat Karn. I also felt like, besides the mirror, like, people are really equipped to attack and kill Karn. Like, Raker, like, Karn should be good, but it's not, you know? I'll just do that. That's fine. I think I'm just gonna go get... I guess I could have just won the game, right? If they didn't have a fluster. Because I could have tinkered for... I should have just tinkered. Okay, yeah, I mean, my bad, chat. I should have just tinkered and won. I was like not thinking because nothing really matters from this spot, but all right, that'll win next turn. Or yeah, I'll win next turn. I'll just wait so I have more shit up. I know. So like, I don't know. I've met like I have Tinker players in my retinue. Why is that a weird? That's not. That's gotta be a weird thing to say. I have Tinker play. I talk to other Tinker players. I talk to other Tinker players, and they seem to think Karn is easy to cast. Whenever I have a Karn, that shit sticks in my hand forever. I can't cast it, and then it's not blue, so it doesn't pitch to force, you know? So like Karn has been tested really badly for me. But everyone else, like they send me their logs and they're like, turn 1 Karn. I win the game. And I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, that does true. True. Very true. Tinker Mirror vanquished. Okay, here we go. Round 6 of 6 up against Sphere Shops. This hand looks very good. Let's keep. I assume he's still on Sphere Shops. He's been playing a lot of Sphere Shops. I wonder if we're going to get Roadkill Rod need. Hexing Bauble. That's not allowed. I'm going to get rid of the flow state. I think I'd rather have access to additional land and the stock up. Like if I get... Ooh. That's fucking rude. Okay. I wish I had the flow state, not the stock up. But we have Saga Gaming. I mean, I could go basic so that my stock up can happen. If I think that's better. I think we're gonna fucking die is what I think is gonna happen, but that's okay. Bro's gonna play Big Mother Mouser. We're gonna die. Who no rods? Another card. Chalice on 1. Okay. Okay, all right. I mean, I think we can go Saga Gaming then. 1 card left in my opponent's hand. I'm just gonna go with basic island, and I'm gonna just search up another basic island while I have mana, just in case I draw flow state, you know? That's not bad. I mean, if they have Wasteland, it's bad, but if they don't have Wasteland, oh, fuck me. Oh, man. Why is it always Wasteland? All right. Well, I tried, chat. Trinisphere. I actually think Trinisphere resolves because we need to just cast this stock up. Though I don't know how we're winning this game. Mentor, I guess. Because I can't get rid of 2 null rods. I'll take Talarian Academy and another stock up. I don't have a lot of time either. Okay. So here, what I'll do is I'll play Manifold Key. Oh, I will fucking not play Manifold Key. All right, I'll just lose. My bad. Sorry. I think the sake is getting to me. I was thinking play Manifold Key because it would let us play more spells on the next turn, but that was obviously wrong. That was obviously a bad play. I think we're dead then because I don't think there's a 2 spell combination here that I mean, I guess we could go stock up into land time walk. I can tap that because okay. I don't know that it would have mattered very much, but yeah, I mean, 2 null rods, wasteland, chalice on 1, trinisphere is prohibitive. The good news is we have 3 portable holes, swords to plowshares, planes, portal to Phyrexia, Sphinx of the Steelwind to bring in. Because I don't have a way to bounce hate, so I don't think I'm going to go with Citadel or Karn or Volt Key. I guess I can keep Volt Key. Yo, what should I cut then? Flusterstorm, Misstep, Probe, Brainstorm, Sensei's Top, Vexing Bauble. I am a little tipsy, huh? I mean, sometimes you just have to counter Null Rod and Sphere, right? And stuff. I feel like you kind of want to have negation as Dredge because you can stop them from making so you can't play any spells, but maybe not. I mean, bro, I don't know. You play a different kind of Dredge than I do, I will say. You play a different. You live in a different world. You do different things, and it just somehow works. I guess I'll cut a flow state. Oh, you keep font in. Yo, I do think it's mid, especially when they're like this aggressive with this many creatures. I don't disagree with that. Yeah, I'm in for that. This hand slaps. It's a very reasonable board here. Okay, what are you on about? I'm prepared for sphere shops. Does it mean I'll win? No, but I am prepared. Resolves. Just gonna go get a one of them Meticulous Archives. Man, I did drink a lot. Don't mind me. Oh, I'll take an island. 4 P holes? I think it's good. It's not good? You don't think it's good? I feel like it's good. A P hole. Dun, 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 dun. I've been like, I feel like Portable Hole is one of the biggest reasons to be a white combo deck, you know? It hits kind of the cards you care about. Null Rod. I mean, if they have a wasteland, I guess I can't. Should have fetched the basic planes. My bad. Should have fetched a basic planes. It's fine. I'll stock up into a basic planes. Not exactly. I'm gonna take Tundra Urza Saga. Only the most reasonable stock ups from Justin. Tundra Urza Saga. Wasteland number 2. Tap the Wasteland. Scrawly Wally. Let's see. Okay. So I'm going to go Tundra. Portable Hull. Portable Hull your Null Rod. Play a Monastery Mentor. Play a stock up. Sword, stock up force. I will take swords stock up. And then I'll stock up again. No, so Eileen, you're missing Tezzeret searches for portable hull. I think I'm just not even gonna go with a force. I think I'm just gonna take Sapphire Flow State and then just do that. No, it's all good. I did see people play Steam Rip at some point. Oh, I have a force negation now. Tez hasn't been like very good today. It's been okay. I don't know. It's really weird. It's a weird card. Tez is a really cool card. I think Tez is like my opponent conceded with. Yeah, I mean, this negation is gonna fuck that hand up. Tezzeret's a weird card. I think Tezzeret's a perfect power level. Like, it's not oppressive by any means. I wonder if Tezzeret would actually be that good if you couldn't get Bobble with it, though. Not sure. What am I doing? We're chilling? We're chilling. Oh, I literally boarded out card. I mean, I feel like that's fine. My deck is 4 portable hull, 4 swords to plowshares, bro. I'm ready. I think everyone over-evaluated Tez, I think, for the most part, I feel like everyone was a little too high on Tez. Trinity Sphere. That's not happening. Let's counter that. So if I pitch stock up and they have nothing else, I can go Lotus stock up, Island Jet turned on flow state, which I feel like is better than having another stock up. Yeah, agree? I think so. Don't want that to get countered, so I think I would rather just stock up. Mystical Tutor Lorien revealed? Probably. This might get trapped, but that's okay. I feel like that's fine. Scrawly Bally. I'm looking to portal tinker a portal, I think. I'm a little late. We'll see. Chalice on 1? That's unfortunate. Chalice on 1 is not... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. This guy likes chancing me on 1. No, no, wait, it's so good versus us. I think we just have 4P holes. Wait a second. Wait a second. I think we're just fucking dead. No, we drew the Sphinx. I actually don't know that we can remove a chalice on one. We have to hope that Scrawling Crawler draws us a good card. Come on, Scrawling Crawler. I believe in you. That's true. We are getting kind of close. I think we're dead. I think I can hit a land, so I can... Oh, I don't really want a Flooring revealed, to be fair. Yeah, I probably want to just get another white land. Force. This Chalice on one is actually just unbelievable against us. I don't know that I put that in my calculations here in terms of the cards that I was playing in my deck. We can still get out of this, but it's looking real dicey. Yeah, I can't let that resolve. All right, we have outs. Tinka? No, these are not outs. I mean, Scrawly Crawly, all Scrawly Crawly did was give us more cards to get out of the game. Just unfortunately, this Chalice on one just one-shot us. This is kind of my fault, though. Like, I did make my deck weaker to Chalice on one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, we were pretty close to casting Sphinx. I don't know. Is that really something I'm supposed to play around? What did I force in this game? I forced a Trinisphere. I mean, it's what it is. What it is. I mean, stock up would be decent, but I mean, we were literally one turn away. We have enough to stock up into Tinker Citadel, Tinker Portal. I really don't know that, like, in general, this is enough, but I feel like we didn't draw the right cards to get out of it. It's really hard for us to cast Sphinx, though. So the fact that we even had the chance of casting Sphinx is pretty funny. Like, if we hit stock ups and flow states, I feel like we can find the cards that do work. Like, obviously, this is good. I'm not saying this is bad. Like, clearly, you're stopping 4 swords, 4 portable hole. Like, it's definitely good. I just, like, don't know that it's supposed to be, like, that bad. I mean, it's pretty... I have so many cards, right? Like, I have so many cards. I have so many cards, actually. Yeah, I mean, my deck does not play well into that. What am I supposed to do? I mean, I could have flux state. I could have energy flux. Oh, I think prismatic ending is just like not a very good card. Is the problem? I mean, I don't have a merchant scroll. I don't have a DT. Like, I could, like, yeah, I could draw Karn. That's true. I think I boarded Karn out though. I feel like I boarded Karn out. But if I had Karn in my deck, I could Karn. Yeah, I just like don't think I'm supposed to make concessions to play around Chalice on one, right? I mean, yeah, I could have consigned, but like that was whole like the whole idea was I could hmm. Like the whole idea was that my deck was gonna be like super strong versus these decks that care about portable hole, but Chalice on one is definitely a foil to that. Yeah, I have no tutors, right? I have no tutors, so it's not like I can play like a variety of different pieces. You can do the consign play. It's just I don't think consign is actually that good. So I've been kind of trying not to play consign. Well, of course I'm not gonna not. Of course I'm not going to play around it. I just like think that I could. You could theoretically build your deck around it, right? Like I could have an answer, and technically I could have an answer in Karn. I could have an answer in Tinker, and I have an answer in Mentor. So like it's not like I'm lost the game on the spot when they played a Chalice. It's just the game got really hard because like half of my spells cost one. Yeah, I think Sync of the Super is like not great, but I haven't been super happy with Sync of the Super recently. Also, you're still like need to force it on the way down. Like at no point in that game would I really have been able to force it back on the way down. Like in this game, what I'm trying to do is stock up and flow state into either Mentor or Tinker, right? No. Like removing it is not the only way you can deal with a card. You can just win the game instead, right? Like I can portal for Sphinx, or sorry, I can tinker for Sphinx, I can tinker for portal, I can play Mentor and just cast spells into it. Um, so like there are lots of actual options there. Especially because like my draw engine is not actually hampered. Like it's not like you're playing preordains and ponders, right? So like if I have lands and you have a chalice, which is not always the case to be fair, right? It's not always the case you have both lands and you have lands and they have a chalice. But if you do have lands and they have a chalice, you can still flow state and stock up and draw through your deck and find the cards that matter. Even Lorien revealed through the deck. Obviously not really in this case because there was a scrawling crawler. But yeah. Yeah, I just like don't know that I want to play a sink into my deck just to like have an extra way of beating a random chalice on one, right? Like if I didn't have to force Trinisphere on turn one, then I can force chalice on one if I really feel like it's a big problem. I don't know. Like it got me, and I think we just like take the L on that one. Well, we went 3-3, and I don't think I played great. I think the ideas here are kind of cool. I thought like the island plains, 3 islands, 1 plains in the board idea is really sweet. I feel like the idea of being able to board into just like I have 4 portable holes and 4 swords to plowshares could be pretty sick in general. Yeah, I mean, I could have played around Mindbreak Trap though. To be fair, like I kind of felt like he had Mindbreak Trap, and I played into it, but I feel like playing into it is fine. The Tezzeret was okay. It was okay. The balance was okay. The Mentor was good. The Karn was okay. Like the Karn won a game that we were already winning, and wasn't really good besides that. Um, I do have some ideas and fixes to this deck, chat, that you probably won't see until after NYSE. I have like some pretty good ideas about how to make this deck better that I just don't want to share yet. But yeah, they're not included in here. We did not cast any commandeers today, but we did board them in once. I mean, the Chalice on one was so fucking good against us. It was so good. Our deck is insane. Yeah, well, I normally I would just share everything, but I am working with a bunch of guys on this event. I normally don't work on a team. I really don't find a lot of value typically in like working as a team to build for vintage because vintage doesn't really change very much. Um But with flow state, I feel like the format actually has changed substantially, and I think things are different. So I've been finding a lot of value working with the with some of the guys. So I'll talk about it for sure at the end of after NYC. I also have recorded at least one testing video that we'll put up after NYC, so you can see some testing, which is cool. So yeah, it should be fun. I'm pretty excited. I don't think we've like solved the format or anything, but I think we have some decent ideas that might be good. So it's cool to me that I feel like this deck has gotten better. I think this deck has gotten better with flow state. Like I do think that Tinker is more viable now than before flow state, which is great because I don't want Tinker to be the best deck. I think Tinker being the best deck is really bad for the format. But Tinker being a viable deck, I think is really good for the format because if Tinker is a viable deck, it means you're not playing Lurrus, which means you're adding a little bit more diversity into the blue pool. And I think the more you can differentiate blue matches from each other, the better vintage is. So that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. But yeah, if you do play white, and I think white is quite good for Tinker, like Monastery Mentor seems like the biggest reason to be white. I do like the balance because you don't play creatures at all. So the balance gets a little bit more viable, especially with Filmoxen. The balance wasn't like amazing today by any means. We had a hard time using the balance today, but I don't think that's always going to be the case. And then the Swords to Plowshares portable holes are nuts. They're super strong. The problem is like, is it worth playing 4 Flooded Strands to play Plains Swords Portable Hole? That I don't know. Is it worth like trying to make your mana base better to not play DT and Vamp? That doesn't Yogg-Will, like is that really correct? That doesn't seem correct to me. So it's not easy, especially when you're sleeving up, you know, if you're sleeving up the shell, right? Say it's 13 lands on average. Say all of these are stock. This is stock. This is not stock. Say these are stock. This is stock. These are stock. I'm going to go ahead and say like maybe these are all stock. So you're given like how many, I'm probably these two with flow state. So you're given this many cards, right? You're given 14 cards to give yourself a deck identity and a purpose and a plan, right? And you need to put enough ways to win in a certain amount of like speed and time into these 14 cards. You need to have enough good cards that you want to hit off of your stock ups and flow states, because if you don't have enough good cards off of stock ups and flow states, then your deck just spins its wheels and you die anyways. Like, yeah, you outdrew your opponent 10-1, but you died because you don't have enough good cards. So like if you start filling your deck with swords and too many answers in your 14, you know, flex slots, then it just feels like you don't actually get anywhere. But then if you put too many threats in your 14 flex slots, then you have the, you know, a likelihood of drawing hands with multiple threats where things are clunky. Like you don't want a hand that contains Bolas' Citadel, Karn, Mentor, Yogg-Will. You know, like that's not a good hand. So like you want to minimize those bad draws, but you want to maximize your ability to close a game. And I'm just like destroying things now. And it's just a really hard deck building. So it's really cool. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Thank you guys for hanging out. Like I said, NYC is coming up. I'm currently not planning on streaming tomorrow because I'm going to play Paper at ELDs on Sunday. If you are in the Northeast and you want to play full proxy Paper Vintage, ELDs, Time Vault Games is the place. We play, it's about once a month we do an open where it's like $50 entry fee, so like a ton of prizing, all goes back into store credit, and you could use that store credit to buy Vault, you know, duels and power. He's got everything you could actually ever really want. And so, you know, these are still small turnout events, but we're trying to build them up. and make them events that everyone wants to go to every week. But I'm like already building up a bunch of store credit. I'm working my way to get some duels that I'm missing. I think this video, unfortunately, will air after the May 31st ELDs, but you know there will be more coming down the line. So if you're in the Northeast and you're near the Massachusetts area and you want to play paper vintage, full proxy. You don't have to have any real cards. Like, we obviously want you to have real cards and build into vintage, but like if you just want to go and play some vintage, you can do it. So that's what's happening. And then of course next weekend is NYSE. I hope as many people as possible do show up for that. It'll probably be the last NYSE as you know it. You know, an event that does pay out 8 pieces of real power. So it's gonna be a really cool event. I'm really excited. I'm gonna play. You know, we're playing high stakes vintage for the most possible prizes. It's gonna be great. New vintage videos on this YouTube channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll see you then.